Welcome to day 25, Christmas Day. Yay! I just got in from dragging the sleigh around, as you can tell. And today, our stone is citrine. And citrine is just a marvelous, marvelous stone that everyone should have in their collection because in the Middle Ages, citrine was known as the merchant stone. It shows warmth and joy, promise of abundance. It brings in and celebrates light returning and coming around us, inviting confidence, gratitude, and a wonderful forward looking voice. And I put out several different kinds of citrine here. It's known as a stone of manifestation and positive energy. Citrine activates your solar plexus, strengthening self belief and personal power. It also helps with ending lingering heaviness we might have about what's going on around us or that may have been planted as we were considering the stones as we went through Advent. Citrine does not absorb negative energy. Instead, it continually radiates encouragement and vitality. On this closing day of Advent, this asks you to honor your growth and step into what you really need to create. Place it on your altar as a symbol of life fulfilled. It is a grid of abundance and joy, forward momentum. Let citrine remind you that the light you have is meant to be shined freely. And I shine brightly, welcoming abundance, joy, and confidence into my life. Now, this is a true citrine stone. This came out of a citrine area in South America, I believe. And I've had it for years. And when I read this was always on my table to draw in abundance and help me. Now, these are three different bags of citrine that I got. And as you can tell, citrine can get quite dark or can be very, very light. It can be shiny, shiny, and more translucent in some cases than others. But the one that I most wanted to show you is that all of these stones are a variety of quartz. This was sold to me as a citrine, and it would be classified if you looked at it and ran it through little whoosies. It would make it as a citrine. But what it really is an amethyst crystal that has been heated up in kilns, and they do this. And it oxidizes the iron and it changes the color because citrine can also be quite dark and it shifts to it can actually sometimes it'll shift back to just a yellow. This one went into the more orange and brownish tones. It's heat treated. It's often sold as citrine because chemically they're exactly the same. It also, you can kind of tell because it'll be more the slightly burnt sort of color. Natural citrine, by contrast, is this pale yellow. And the thing is, citrine, as in this yellow color, is much rarer than amethyst. Amethyst is like everywhere, everywhere. Citrine is not. So, is this guy fake? Well, it's still quartz, it's still stable and permanent, and it won't convert back into an amethyst because no amethyst is kind of really that dark. For metaphysical purpose, which might be important for your work, most practitioners feel that heat treated citrine amethysts calm your spirit and they blend well into your solar plexus color. Natural citrine is often described as a more clean and clear kind of light. Heat treated citrine may feel more activating and grounding and more intense, and it does. This stone feels a lot more intense than this stone that's quite a bit bigger. But the issue to me is labeling. I wish they would sell this as heat treated amethyst and not as citrine. When I bought it as citrine. I didn't know it's heat treated. It's still citrine. That's how I keep it classified in my garden. If someone's drawn to their stone, then that's the one to do its job. But knowing the difference between something that may have been altered and something that's natural can also be very, very important. to you. So that's my kind of thought about citrine today. There'll be a much bigger write up, as you know, that goes along with each of my shows, and it'll tell you the more spiritual way I would look at it. And um, just be aware. And I'm going to do a series on altered stones. There's a lot of gemstones that they alter and change, and I think in gemstones it's much different. But in gemstones, they're really required to tell you if it's altered. With amethyst and to citrine, they're not. So that's my word of warning. Go looking for this guy. You can't find this one's mine. They're all unique, but go looking for the paler yellow. And remember, citrine this size does the same energy draw as citrine this size. This one just looks better if it's on your table and you're trying to draw people over to be read. What can I say? I wish you all the merriest of Christmases and thank you. Some of you I know have watched through everything. Please like, share this with your friends. I am about to start my psychic profiles where I've interviewed psychics from all over the United States right now. I have two international ones. I'm going to have some more international ones, but there's going to be about 50 things, and they're not going to be every day. They're going to be, I think, every other day. It depends on if I get my act together. That's always a big depends on. But you all have a wonderful Christmas and have a happy new year. And I will be doing a live, and I'm not sure how much of it's going to show up on Substack, but I'm building a grid for the world for 2026. And I know that this, when I do the ceremony with the other readers who help me formulate what's on the ideas behind the grid, will all be do that. That will show up here on Substack. So be looking for it. And thank you so much for all your help and support.